Right, hello YouTube. I've just had 10 minutes battle with my drift cameras again. Memory card issues. I was hoping to do picture in picture this time, but I've had to revert just back to point of view. Bit of a bummer, but there you go. At least I've got one camera working, I think. So, today I am on my way to Sycamore Harley again to test ride a couple of Harleys. Hopefully a Fat Bob or similar, and maybe a lowrider or similar, maybe even a 48. We will see. Things are sent to test us. I'm going the windy route again. A different windy route this time. Asshole on a Ducati doesn't nod back, thinks he's fucking better than everyone else. Cock. I wish I was going the same way as him so that I could rinse him up on my lowly Explorer. Pretty countryside up here in Northamptonshire. Everyone wonders why I moved away from Devon. Well, the reason I moved away from Devon was work. But I don't actually miss it. I think the countryside up here is nice, just as nice. I can get to London in an hour. I can get to Manchester in just over an hour, hour and a half. So yeah, I like it in this part of the world. Okay, we haven't got the moors, but Derbyshire Dales isn't that far away. The only problem is we are as far away from the coast as you can possibly be. That is a little known fact. Horses didn't like my bike then, but I was going very, very gingerly. And I'm not going mad and revving it yet because I'm keeping an eye out. Make sure the girls are okay. I don't understand why people can't slow up for a horse. It potentially slowing up saves someone's life, so just seems pointless to me not to. It only takes a few seconds extra of your life. Lots of people out fishing on the whatever reservoir that is. Very nice. I love going these country roads. You find things that you just, if you kept to the A roads, the dual carriageways, you'd never even know any of this existed. Absolutely fantastic. What a beautiful day. What is there not to like about biking when you can ride on roads like this? Beautiful countryside. Biking definitely makes the heart and soul a very happy place. Naseby, famous for some massive battle. I'm not a history buff, hate history, boring as flip, so I can't tell you anything about it. I'd probably fall asleep trying to tell you about it. I find history so boring. It is 13.5 degrees. On Good Friday 2016, 25th of March. Not too bad at all. There's another part of the battlefield. If I've got daylight and time when I come back, I may stop. Yeah, look at them all. Just nod away. If anyone's a non-biker watching these videos, I just hope it inspires you to give it a go. Because, yeah, there's dangers, but you can, like everything in life, you can de-risk it as much as possible. You definitely think ahead. Certainly on the bike, I'll remember all of this ride when I stop. You know, there won't be any bit of it that I think, oh, I don't remember riding that bit. Whereas in a car, you can quite easily drive hundreds of miles and actually think, shit, I don't remember actually driving past that bit, or you just go into daydream world. Whereas on a bike, you're thinking ahead. I've been biking now for 25 years. See if I can list off all my bikes. Started off with an RG 125 Gamma. Passed my test on that. Then I went up to a GS 500. Didn't have that one very long. It was good fun, but it was a learning curve, obviously. Then I had a GPZ 600. Got banned on that one for doing 101.1 miles an hour. As it happens, it's quite a funny story. The speedo wasn't working. I was coming down a road that I knew well, down in Devon, Holden Road. And I know there's cameras there, I know the police are there, so I was doing what I thought was a sensible speed. Obviously, clearly I wasn't. I got pulled over, put in the back of the car. Copper asks what speed I was doing. Well, I wasn't going to admit the speedo wasn't working because I'd have been done for that as well, so I said, I don't know, about 80, 90. He went, you were doing 101.1. and he actually had it written down in a notebook, so I think it was all a bit dodgy, still do to this day. And I apparently replied, "Oh bollocks, can't you make it 99.9, because I know that you get banned at over 100. So anyway, went to court, went with my mates. The magistrate asked the policeman, you know, what my reaction was, and he read it out. He said, "Oh bollocks, can't you make it 99.9? At which point all my mates were cheering and laughing, and you know, I was trying to look dead serious and get the sympathy of the magistrate, really. So that's the story, and she gave me a 2-week ban, which back then was actually quite good because it cleaned your license of all points as well. Cops weren't happy that I only got 2 weeks, but I took 2 weeks. I think I took a week's holiday from work, and then I caught the bus in for the final week, and then got my license back. From then I went on to a TDR 250. That was a hell of a laugh, that bike. It was called the Bumblebee because it was black and yellow. I nearly killed myself on that one. Someone turned right while I was going up a stream of traffic. He didn't indicate, so I swerved to avoid him, but just clipped the back, and that threw me off. That brought out the helicopter and everything, that one did, but I got away with a damaged tendons in my ankle, but the bike was a write-off. So then I went back to a GPZ 600, and then I went back to a TDR 250 because I loved them so much. I think then I had a brand new GSXR 750 WP. From there I went to a YZF 750R. Then I had a bit of a break from biking. Got a little 125 for the wife to learn on. An NSR, that's the only Honda we've ever had in the family. I'm not a fan of Hondas. And while she had that, I used that as an excuse to get back into biking myself, and got myself a GSXR 750L. That was a cracking bike. Then I went into Shreds, 750 Shreds. Had quite a few of those. I then got I finally then, because I always thought 750s were my perfect engine size, but I finally, more recently really, probably about 4 years ago, I actually finally got a 1000cc bike. I got an R1, loved that, but it was a little bit dated, so at that point I swapped that to my current GSXR 1000 K7, done a hell of a lot of work to that. I also bought a GSXR 750 WT Shred in Lucky Strike colours because I'd always wanted a Lucky Strike bike. I've done a hell of a lot of work to that, and it's currently off the road because it's got an electrical issue. And of course I've got this one, the Triumph Explorer. The Shred is going once I get the electric sorted. I used it last year, did a lot of miles on it, did about 1,000 miles. The K7 I only did 150 miles on last year, hence I want to get back down to 2 bikes. and that's why I'm looking for maybe a cruiser, because at the moment this one's dominating my riding, and I really should get out on the GSX-R more. So I do love this bike, as I've said many times, and it's quite conceivable that I won't get rid of it. Yeah, busy. Right then, YouTube, back on the old Triumph, heading home. Had a most excellent ride on the Street Bob, loved it. Street Bob Special, brand new, is 11.7, so I've got to try and persuade them to take this bike and my GSX-R 750 maybe, because I actually quite like to have one, I think. The Special comes in a denim black colour, which is matte black really. It's got a twin seat, drag bars instead of the ape hangers, and it's got mag wheels, not spoked wheels, which is a shame because I quite like the spoked wheels. Anyway, let's get us home. I've picked up a massive accessories catalogue. So there you go. Battle of Naseby, 14th of June, 1645. Royalist total 10,150, Parliamentarian 13,000. So, yeah, there you go. That's Naseby. It's alright. Beautiful. Fantastic. Hope it lasts all summer.
I know, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. Didn't think she was going to start then.